Hello everyone, this is my Unit 5 assignment which talks about how do I accommodate and modify for all learners, and we looked into the UDL principles. Therefore I clicked on this link right here and I selected two checkpoints. I selected checkpoint 8.3, which focuses on fostering collaboration and community, and I focused on checkpoint 8.4, which focuses on increased mastery-oriented feedback. So for checkpoint 8.3, I reviewed some of the examples and resources and found a lot of these ideas don't necessarily need technology to incorporate a community and to focus on collaboration. However, I did really like Skype because I am familiar with it and I know you're able to collaborate with a whole bunch of different people and learn about different communities because you can talk to people around the world. However, I did some of my own research and I found a app called Bayboard, and it's basically a collaborative whiteboard that is used online, and you are able, like I said, it's an online whiteboard. You can also do PDF collaboration, so the teacher can upload a PDF and students and teachers and participants can comment on the PDFs by writing text features or anything like that. You also can share anything that's created using this app on the web, and you can also share any pictures with people in your classroom or group that you are associated with. So a little bit more information about this is I went to the App Store and found that it is indeed free, and it's used for iPhone and iPad, so this is good for classrooms that have 1-to-1 iPad ratio with the students, or if they have a handful of iPads, then students can even collaborate even more and work in groups with this app. There were a few ratings, however, there weren't enough to get an overall rating. I did look at another website, and it said that the students really enjoyed this app, the teachers really enjoyed this app. However, the only downfall was there was no tutorial to teach on how to use this app. However, it is pretty easy to maneuver around, and it took about an hour to two to learn from the inside and out about this app. So that would be the only downfall. Now, my idea for this is for K through 12, they could be group projects, class notes can be shared and written on and all that, and classes can create their own class presentation using this whiteboard as a brainstorming format. And that's what I thought my current placement could do. My current placement focuses on community, and they work on these things called the 7 habits. So it's making good habits where you begin with the end in mind and things like that. So my class could use this app to create a class presentation to present during their Friday school assemblies. Therefore, it focuses and stresses the collaboration of my entire class to come together to create a presentation to share out with their school community. So I think this app would be a wonderful way to hit that UDL principle of checkpoint 8.3, which fosters collaboration and community. Now moving on to checkpoint 8.4, this is increased mastery-oriented feedback. And while reviewing some of the examples and resources, I came across the Mindset book, which I have actually read myself and enjoyed it very well. Carol S. Dweck, she writes about wanting our students to have growth mindset rather than fixed mindset. So we want to focus on individual growth and progress rather than success. So we really want to master the content, but through that we have to do it through reflection, evaluation, and feedback from our peers, ourselves, and our teacher. So to go more in depth into this, I went to Pinterest and I searched growth mindset K through 12, and I came back with a whole bunch of ideas. There's 12 perfect read alouds for teaching growth mindset, which I think would be awesome for lower elementary, and it could be even in upper elementary. Children love children's books. There's a short video that could be used to introduce this topic, and there's other ways to have it where there's pennants, there's bulletin boards, there's notes to have around the room, and a whole bunch of different lessons. However, this growth journal is what stuck out most to me. It's from Teachers Pay Teachers. It's $4 for a journal. However, I did find that this is something that could be created on your own if you would like. So it doesn't have to be at that much of a cost, but it is really cool and the ideas of it are quite useful. So to go more in depth and how I would apply this is this journal focuses on weekly tracking, so that's where that progress comes in. You can get feedback from your peers, you can reflect, you get feedback from yourself, and there's ways for teachers to reflect on your journal and give you feedback as well with your goals. You can make goals, you can write inspirational quotes, or you can write on your own free writes, and a lot of it has to do with reflection and daily progress. Therefore, this really hits the nail on the head on how to incorporate this UDL principle 8.4, increase mastery oriented feedback in your classroom. It's going to be happening daily with this journal, and it really focuses on having students be able to get good feedback from their peers, from their teacher, and from their self, and that's the big thing about it. And also, it can be modified for all learners. So if some students aren't able to write as well as others, they can draw pictures, they can cut out magazines, and find different ways to express this idea of having a growth mindset and being able to take feedback and put it into practice. So thank you for listening to me. I really hope that you learned something and that you can use some of these ideas as well. So thank you.